Yo guys, it's your boy the Purist and we are here to talk boxing. I'm back with a regular Don Kizan.
What's good, y'all? We back, baby. I told you. We back.
And if you guys are OG fans, remember the first ever Purist episode with Giacomo. Giacomo, introduce yourself.
What's going on, people? I'm Giacomo, one of the guys who's been helping out AB for a long time with the Purists. Bit of Purist podcast from the start, making a few boxing memes, helping out where I can, and yeah, chatting some shit. Let's go.
All right, let's just get straight back into it. Anthony Joshua knocks out Francis Ngannou in the second round and is a statement victory. I remember one out of my friends the day after, one of them asked me, it's like, why is everyone making such a big deal when he beat someone who's not a boxer? And my thing was, it's like, yo, just compare what he did to what Tyson Fury did. And that's the only reason for any of the hype, right? Because Fury went in there, made Ngannou look like a killer. Yeah. I remember my brother was saying to me, he reckons Joshua will win on points. I said, you're not gonna go half an hour with Ngannou. You saw what he did to Fury. You saw what's that guy? You know the MMA guys, the Overeem.
Yeah.
He uppercut Overeem so hard, I thought his neck was gonna come off his head.
Yeah, all those guys, yeah.
Yeah, so it's like, but Joshua made it. I don't think Ngannou really hit him once. Shin didn't get tested. Straight demolished him, just went straight through him. Easy. Textbook stuff. And I think if you look back to Asia versus Ruiz, the second one, that those two people are not the same fighter. Just their different mentality. Fair enough. Obviously, you can't compare Ngannou and Ruiz, very different fighters, but I'm just talking about the mentality in itself, where you could tell Joshua he was there for smoke and he was very confident in himself, which he hasn't always been. Giacomo, what's your thoughts?
I mean, yeah, he hit him with the same shot 3 times.
Yeah, that shit was amazing.
Textbook stuff. And just no, like,
that's how he started this off, bro.
No respect for the power at all. And I know it's interesting because I saw a tweet from Breadman Edwards, the trainer, and he was saying, like, don't sleep on the fact that boxing glove power is different to MMA power. Like, you can hit so much harder with those 10-ounce gloves, and I think Francis really figured that out in the first round. When he's on the canvas, he's like, I think you see his face. You see it, and you're like, he's like,
that's not Tyson Fury. What the
fuck? That's like, you mentioned Tyson Fury. I think I want to see what you guys think, but the element of surprise, like Tyson Fury came in there, he's like, I'll take care of this guy, and was like, whoa, he can actually fight. Now that's not there anymore. Joshua's already kind of like, all right, cool, this guy can hit, this guy can box a bit. Let me take it a little bit more serious, and cleaned him out. Super impressive. What do you guys think?
So look, man, my opinion on AJ. People gave up on AJ too soon. I'm gonna say the people because I was always a Tyson Fury fan. I still am.
Who's the people? Is that UK? You're saying UK fans?
I'm just saying people who are fans of AJ. The people who were riding for him, like from the beginning, you gave up on him a little too soon. He faced some adversity, but if you really look at it, like, and I had to take a step back and look at it after I seen his performance, I'm like, it really wasn't that bad. So he got upset by Ruiz. Okay. If you go back and watch that fight, first of all, I just want to put this out here. Motherfucker, it's boxing. Like, your favorite fighter been upset. Lennox Lewis is literally the greatest. Exactly. Lennox Lewis. I'm going to give you 2 examples. Lennox Lewis, one of the greatest heavyweight boxers of all time. Upset it by Hakeem Rockman. Punch from nowhere. He never, bro, they fought again. What happened? What was supposed to happen the first time? Fucking Mike Tyson. We already know about that. The Buster Douglas fucking upset. That shit was an upset. Like, you know what I mean? Like, upsets happen. If you go back and watch that fight, you can see when AJ got hit with the shot from Ruiz, he never recovered from it, ever. He didn't handle getting hit like that the right way because up until then, he ain't really get challenged like that up until then. You know what I mean? Like, he had the Dillian White fight. That was challenging too. But people gave up on him. Since then, he lost to who? Usyk. Okay, twice. The consensus best right now. Like, that's okay to lose to that guy like that. Everybody else he's fought, he's handled accordingly. Whether it was a decision, it still was a decision where you were like, he won. It wasn't no decision where it was like, oh, that was close. No, it was a regular day at the office. He either stopped them or it was a regular day at the office. So coming up into this fight, you know, I was telling people, AJ gonna knock this guy out for a lot of the reasons that you said too, Jack Giacomo. I'm gonna go back to that. Listen, I knew AJ was gonna be on it. Did you see how he looked against Otto Whalen? Sometimes in this sport, you're only as good as
smoke
performance, and he destroyed that guy. I mean,
and people were saying that he was going to cause him problems.
Exactly.
Southpaw,
So, yeah, Southpaw.
Tyson Fury again, the comparison.
Exactly.
And he
did good too. He did good. Whalen did good in this fight previously. So people were sucking him off. I'm going to call it what it is. People were doing the classic thing they do to AJ. The thing they do to AJ, they cast him aside like he wasn't the poster boy for the Zone and Eddie Hearn and all them leading up to this. And then they just suck the other guy. Oh, I don't know. AJ might face some adversity, you know. He fought Hellenius, who we know he's better than Hellenius. I hear people say, I don't know, Hellenius is big. What the fuck that got to do with it? That everybody's fucking big. It's heavyweight. You know what I mean? Unless your name's Alexander Usyk. You know what I'm saying? But like, it's like AJ went out there and did according to plan, like he was supposed to. It was great. I didn't expect nothing less. I expected Francis Ngannou to be overconfident after the Fury jump. Listen to how that motherfucker was talking in the goddamn press conference. He was literally cooking this man, Fury. Bro, Fury, that was the one time in my life I saw a speechless Tyson Fury. Like, he tried to talk, but it was like, brother, they didn't even put a mic on him. They didn't even want to hear what he had to say. When have you ever seen that? They always run to put a mic on this motherfucker. They was like, man, shut up, man. You got dropped. We don't want to hear what the fuck you got to say. It was crazy. Like, Francis was so, like, I knew the overconfidence was going to be a thing because of, like, how you said, the underconfidence from Fury. Fury had no faith that Francis was going. Bro, he was like, I'm giving this guy a lottery ticket shot right now. I'm giving him a 1 in a million shot right now to do whatever. Let's do it. Fuck it. Let's have fun. Everybody else bullshitting. Look at his shape. He came in for the fight. Look at Fury right now. Go look at a picture of Tyson Fury right now, and you tell me if he was taking that fight with Francis seriously. But regardless of that, Francis still got it, you know, still showed signs of stuff because, like you said too, it's heavyweight. And I keep telling people, bro, in heavyweight, you just gotta be big as shit. You always got that chance to get put on your fucking ass, bro. And at heavyweight, that's why at the smaller weight classes, it requires more skill. I'm not saying heavyweight people are unskilled, but it would be harder for somebody with the least amount of experience fighting these lower weight guys because they don't rely on just full physicality. Like a heavyweight, you can do that. You know what I'm saying? So props to AJ.
Dropped Tyson Fury with that exact point.
Literally,
power.
If you looked at it, even before the knockdown, this man Tyson hits him with a 1-2, ming ming, and Tyson's head, he's like, yeah, how you like that? Yes, the speed was there. You caught him off guard, but it did nothing to him. It did nothing to him because he's literally you, but chiseled. They say he was like 300-some pounds of abs. Who the fuck walk around 300 pounds of abs? That's impossible, bro. That's some shit in the comic book. It's not real. So off the snuff, you know, Fury couldn't do the shit he wants to. I don't know if y'all watched that shit at the press conference before that fight. You know, the face off, you know, Fury like to do his antics. He leans on motherfuckers. I believe he does that to see how strong these motherfuckers is. Like, see, is he going to push me back? Go and look at when he leaned on Ngannou. The motherfucker did not move. He did not move. He almost like slid off of him. Like literally, like, and I think that's then he's like, all right, well, I mean, maybe I'm not really believing it. But he believed it after that because you see how the rest of that fight, he hitting away, boy, beep, 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 on the bite. You know what I'm saying? So back to the joke though. AJ, great job, phenomenal, man. And he done climbed another rank, bro. Like, y'all just don't be so hard on him. You gotta think about it. Even though in those losses to Usyk, he ain't get stopped. Some of them Jones was the second one more competitive than the first. Like, he's actively getting better fighting him. And then you got to also give props to who I think arguably is the best coach in the game right now, Ben Davison, bro, because this motherfucker Ben Davison might be Jesus Christ. This man touches shit. He touches water and it turns to wine. Like, I mean, you know, like let's look at it. Tyson Fury was on a coke bench, fat beer belly, going crazy, 300 pounds, right? Ben Davison,
as he likes to remind people consistently, that was what was happening.
Gets him out of that shit. You know what I mean? Digs him out of that hole. pitches him a good performance against Wilder, which I thought he would have won. You put that fight anywhere else, he would have won that bitch. I don't give a fuck what nobody says. It was in America, and they were sucking Wilder. I'm gonna call it a spade, but it was a draw. Whatever. You know, he gets Ben Davison out of there. I think Ben Davison trains another guy to a world champion. I can't think of who the guy is, but I'm hearing Devin Haney giving Ben Davison props. They were in the lab working. I'm like, hold up now. Are y'all looking at what's going on? Are you seeing
what he's done? What he's done with Lee Wood? Taking Lee Wood.
There we go. That's who I'm trying to thank you.
British level, like just about British level, right? Abs like not like a world beater fighter to world level. Beating Mick Conlan, beat Mauricio Lara.
Bad. Bro, he beat Mick Conlan bad. He
beating Josh Warrington, knocking him
out.
Beat
Josh Warrington bad. He beating these motherfuckers up. Like, it's crazy.
That's coaching. That's elite coaching. Like that's what an elite coach does. They take you up
to another level. Yeah. And like, look at what he did to AJ. Like, AJ in that bitch, he don't even look like he worried anymore. Confidence where? Bro, when he knocked Ngannou down the first time, he was just like, bro, y'all sure y'all want me to keep doing this, bro? Like,
doing my job.
Bro, he walking around like, I mean, what y'all, this what you paid for? You know what I mean? He get back up and clean him. He like, bro. And look, I know it's all good sportsmanship. I know he didn't mean anything by it, but it just looks so funny. The visual of him holding Francis' hand up, like, good job, man. You tried.
But like, it's the same reaction. It's like job, if you knocked out a guy who's never boxed before, you know, you're gonna be like,
thanks.
I'm not gonna celebrate.
Good try, not facts.
No, but you gotta remember, but you gotta remember, people bet millions and millions of pounds on Ngannou. It's not as if everyone just walked into this fight thinking that Joshua was just gonna beat the guy up, innit? Even me, I thought it would take at least a few rounds, But
anyone who bet money on Ngannou is a fucking idiot.
Idiot.
You deserve to lose your money, bro.
I see motherfuckers doing the look. The only thing to bet on him for would have been KO. That's it. You taking him any other reason doesn't make sense because he ain't gonna win a decision. Okay, look, he just did. And people keep saying like, oh, he beat Fury. Look, bro, go back and watch the fight, bro. A lot of those rounds later in the fight, he's not doing nothing. He just.
I don't think he landed a punch in some of them.
I'm saying he's not doing nothing. Fury's, but it's okay. Like, y'all don't know what y'all looking for. It's okay.
It's knockdowns. Exactly. We'll talk about it in the Parker Zhang fight.
Exactly. Yeah, because that's really a good representation. Exactly. They win rounds, damn it.
Yeah,
they win rounds.
People forget how fights are scored. They're looking at it, going, "Oh shit!"
Thank you.
But then you're like, "No, that's not how fights."
They win
scored round by round.
Yes, not fights. God damn it. But yeah, man.
So do you guys think Joshua has managed to change the perception of him? Because before I don't know if I still want to say his chin is vulnerable. Sometimes it feels like if you hit him, he's gonna stay hit to a degree. And he seemed like he wasn't the most technical boxer. But as you said, the second fight against Usyk, what impressed me the most was they say the boxer gets better in the rematch. Usyk's the better boxer, but Joshua actually made the rounds even closer in the rematch.
I'm gonna challenge the thing that the perception of his chin.
I'm with you.
I think his chin is not as bad as people say, and I would actually challenge it and say that Fury's got a worse chin.
I agree.
Than he does, and we've seen. Yeah, okay, sure. We've seen AJ hurt more, but who was he hurt by? He was hurt by Andy Ruiz. Fair.
Punch from the gods, right?
Yeah, punch from the gods, all that, but avenged. And he was hurt by Klitschko, who he then stopped in that same fight. And this was a Klitschko who he was going toe to toe with. And
Max, he was like, fuck all that other shit. I'm just trying to. He's like, the zone told me I need a knockout that night. He said, fuck that.
I saw something the other day. I think Fury's been dropped 7 times, and Josh has been dropped 5 times. I think 3 or 4 was in one fight against Ruiz.
Fury's been dropped 7 times.
Oh, bro, you got to go back to
he got dropped earlier in
Steve Cunningham. Yeah. I think even McDermott might have dropped him. Don't quote me on that one. But I think even back then,
I forgot about McDermott. I remember Steve Cunningham. Obviously, Ngannou's dropped him.
See, in Fury's case, it's more his get up ability because he be getting up off the campus, the canvas. You know what I mean? More than what his chin can handle. Like some dudes, Amir Khan, for example, when his chin get condensed, he gets out. He can't even get up. You know what I mean? But Fury still be awake down there some of those times. But I agree with you, bro. AJ's chin ain't that bad, bro.
But then you're looking at Tyson Fury getting dropped all those times by Wilder, and then Joseph Parker fights Wilder, doesn't get dropped once.
No.
How does
I was
that
about to
look
say
now?
he barely really got hit. I'm gonna
Exactly.
be real with you. Yeah, Deontay, he was not throwing nothing.
I don't know. I feel like we'll find out when Fury fights AJ. I think people are gonna realize that, you know, styles make fights, and that it ain't looking good for Fury. I think at this stage in their careers as well, with the momentum behind AJ.
You got AJ winning that one?
Yeah, I think so.
So
I think so.
So look, AB, you know I'm a Fury fan. I always been singing his praise, man. Look, when everybody was all like, "Oh, Wilder is good," I'm like, bro, come on, bro. Y'all not paying attention, bro. Y'all not paying attention. Stop it. Listen, recency bias is a motherfucker, man, and it always seems to happen in Fury's case, bro. I'm just gonna say this: don't be surprised if he pulls another fucking rabbit out of his ass, bro, because it seems like he's been doing that. He showed many times to people like, oh, I don't know, this dude is loose cannon, or he's always had to come back from something, and people's like, that shit kind of impossible, and he be making the impossible possible. So for me, I am reserving my judgment till after he fight Usyk. I mean, as I say this, listen to what I've just said about him getting serious sometimes and locking in. The motherfucker looks in phenomenal shape, bro.
Yeah,
I know that shape doesn't necessarily tell, but the last time I seen him in shape like this was when he beat the fuck out of Wilder. No rebuttal in the second fight, because that was a one-sided fight. And I'm just saying, I like when fighters are aware, because not being aware is what causes you to have mishaps. Like, a lot of people, if they're more aware about things, they could fix things. Fury be aware, bro. He knows he performed like shit against Francis. That's half the battle. You know what I mean? Because most motherfuckers be in denial. Oh, well, it was this. Nah, he was like, nah, I performed like shit. I heard him in the interview when they asked him, they said, do you think that how do you think Francis Ngannou did? Were you surprised by how well he did? He said, honestly, I couldn't even tell you how well he did, because I was just noticing how horrible I was, how bad I was. I'm telling you, bro, like, don't be surprised if he shows up that night, because he has this tendency of showing up when it fucking counts, and it ain't gonna count much more than when he fight AJ, because motherfuckers been waiting for that forever. You know what I mean? For a long time. I arguably feel like that shit is more important. There's more at stake with the belts on the line in the overall pushing the division forward against Usyk, but this is more fucking important just for, as a boxing fan, to see him fight AJ. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm reserving my judgment till after he fight Usyk to pick a side on who I think.
But you know what? Win. I'm not with that. And I always say, as much as the belts do matter, it's always names over belts. Because Crawford picked up all 4 belts in 140. Everyone said, who you fought? Yeah. So what's the point of it? Like,
that's true. That's so true.
The point of it? It's like,
Julius Ndongo is who he fought.
Yeah.
Guys, put some respect on his name.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like, yo, as much, I agree with you, as much as Undisputed and all of that stuff, bro, Fury's already held all the belts.
True.
And no one's ever beaten. Yeah, so technically, if you want to look at it, when Joshua had the belts, everyone was saying, oh, he's just holding Fury's belts. Now that Usyk's got the belts, now they matter. So it's but it matters
middleweight.
Joshua.
Yeah. Oh my God.
So yeah, for me, is there a date for the Usyk Fury?
If it's actually the day after my birthday. It's May 18th. May 18th. So I'm gonna be drunk. I'm gonna be drunk, being like, Fury, screaming my fucking head off. It's gonna be great.
Well, that's not too far away, actually.
No, it's not.
That'll be good to get that. But the only thing is it's a 2-fight deal, isn't it? I think both of them have a rematch.
Oh, yeah, it's a rematch involved. And that's going to suck because of the AJ shit, bro. Because, like, depending on how well this fight goes, it's going to make motherfuckers want that fight even more. Like, imagine if Fury get a stop. They'll be like, oh, shit, I don't even care. I don't want to see it again. Like, you know what I mean?
But do you think Joshua's had such a resurgence where people would actually be interested in seeing him fight Usyk again?
That's a good question.
Ooh, Usyk again? Yeah, I don't know. I was with you about people like caring about him because hell yeah, his stock just keep going up after this. But as far as caring about him fighting Usyk, I don't know. If Joshua wants to hold the belts again, if that's his biggest goal for him, then he better be punching that Tyson Fury train, because I feel like that's more sellable from that regard. I feel like maybe if he doesn't, like if Usyk wins, then they will make him fight Fury as a whoever win that
It'll
fight
still be
Usyk.
just as big.
And it will still be big. You're right. Will be big as shit. But that would be only after the rematches. So, you know.
Man, will Usyk want to fight Joshua again? That's another question. Like, the guy, you know, if you beat a guy twice, you're like,
yeah.
Do I really want to fight him? Like what's in it for him? You know, he's already got the belts, beaten him twice. He might even lose a rematch, a trilogy.
I think
there's a good chance that he would lose it.
I think he would. He said those punches hurt, man. He was saying after the second fight, he said, I ain't gonna lie, the punches was hurting. I'm quoting, I'm paraphrasing because he don't talk like me, but he was saying them shits hurt. And we see how the boy dropped him with the body shot. I don't care what nobody says, that was a body shot.
I was gonna say that's a really good Usyk impression. I have heard
it. Oh my god. Y'all remember when he was rapping at the DuBois fucking press conference? He did like a little bar.
Yeah, he was.
Boy, I tell you,
he's trying to sell a dry fight.
I wanted to turn my shit off so bad. Like,
you guys remember the DuBois versus Joe Joyce press conferences?
Yeah, bro. I used to watch it before going to bed.
How bad it was.
Yeah, I used to watch it to get me to sleep when I couldn't sleep.
Shout out Daniel DuBois though, because Jermell Miller left an impression on him, and I like how he is now. He's still very corny and awkward, but it's working for him now. It's because I seen the video of him punching the bag, and he called out I can't pronounce his name, the Russian cat, the heavyweight. What is his name? Hold up, I gotta look for it. Hergovich. That motherfucker, man. He was punching the bag, and he was like Hergovich, you know, I'm gonna be your daddy type shit. Like, you know, that shit that he did with Jermell Miller about every baby needs a daddy, and I'm your daddy. Like, that shit was fire, bro. Like, that shit was hilarious, bro. Like, he's coming into his own now. I gotta remember this boy is young as shit too. Like, he really is young as fuck.
He's another young brother.
So young, bro. Like, another guy who I thought got put in the spotlight a little bit before he was probably maybe ready.
A very good point, yeah.
You know, and now it feels like he's coming to his own. Very similar to AJ, but like, bro, I feel like some big shit is on the rise for DuBois, bro. He's a good fighter, man, and he can crack, boy. He can crack. I mean, he hurt Usyk. I don't care what nobody say. And look for Tyson Fury to be punching Usyk in the body, bro. I think Usyk is so susceptible to body shots. Like, they be hurting him, bro. He be getting hurt off of them Jones. So, but
that must hurt. Getting a body shot from a heavyweight like that.
I'm saying, and you naturally. I mean, what was he natural? What did he fight in the amateurs? Usyk?
He fought middleweight in the amateurs.
That's crazy.
Like he fought Sean Porter.
Yeah, I know about that, but I didn't
nuts.
know what weight that was. Yeah, that is nuts.
Or Sean Porter's just a fucking beefy dude, but
hopefully Usyk was shorter back then, because if it was 6'4" versus 5'6", that would have been a good fight.
Jesus.
Oh god. So yeah. You guys want any more heavyweight stuff? Or actually, yeah, let's touch on Joseph Parker.
Oh yeah,
for sure.
He won a I think was it a split decision?
It was a majority
decision against Zhilei Zhang. He got dropped twice in that fight. I personally had him winning, and I'll be honest with you.
Yeah,
me
too. Yeah.
Like 10th, 11th round, I didn't really keep track of the score completely, because the 2 knockdown rounds, maybe 2 other rounds, that's all you could actually give to Zhang. That was about it, because
I gave Zhang the first round, or the second, one of those ones. That's it. Other than the knockdowns.
Yeah, I gave him 3 rounds. I gave him the first, and I gave him the 2 rounds he got the knockdown in, the third and the 8. I think it was the 8th, third and 8.
Even the second knockdown round was, I think Parker had the better overall round.
Yeah, he was beating him in that round. He would have won that round. That knockdown saved the round for him.
Which was also behind the head if you look at the replay.
It's because he hit him, and then he was going down, and he hit him again. Yeah. He was about to be on his knee. He got hit again too while he was on his knee. That shit must suck. I ain't gonna lie, Joseph Parker, I'm gonna give you a salute, bro. You are a tough son of a bitch, bro, because
Tough Uso.
bro, even in there, when he's getting hit by the shots he didn't go down with, it just didn't look like he enjoyed being in there, but he sucked it up and just went and just kept going, bro.
I thought it was just me. You could tell he wanted no parts, innit?
Hell no. He said,
wanted
fuck this. I gotta do it though. I gotta do it. I ain't going up if I don't do it. You know what I mean? That was a gritty performance, and that right hand was touching Zhang wherever he wanted him to touch him, in the body, in the head, and his hands was way faster than Zhang, bro. Zhang punching like he just wanted to go for the knockout. You know what I mean?
Yeah, his stamina seemed to be a bit.
Oh, hell yeah.
You know, he wasn't really trusting himself to put hands on him.
Mm-hmm. Mouth all open and shit. Towards the end of the rounds, he in front of him like that. I'm like, what the fuck? You never supposed to do that. What's going on? You're not even faking it till you make it, brother. Like, you know what I'm saying?
And he was set like, I don't know. I was getting annoyed watching it. He was hitting Joseph and then kind of like celebrating a little bit and like getting all cocky. And it's like, okay, well, what have you done? Like, you're losing this fight, dude. Like has anyone explained to you how fights are scored?
We talked about it, AB, when Danny Garcia fought Benavidez, bruh. Stop doing that shit, man. Like you're not helping with the judges. I
didn't watch that. Who
Benavidez,
won that,
man.
right?
Like he was tagging them, and Benavidez would just be like, "This shit ain't hurt me, yeah." Like, hit me again. Like, bro, stop doing that shit, bro. Like, if you're not in a position where you know you're really just don't ever do it. But if you're not in a position where like you don't think that you're really winning this joint, your corner's telling you, the people in the crowd is telling you, like, don't do that shit. The judges are not grading you on goading abilities and shit like that, bro. They don't care, bro. They're looking at effective punching. All they see is a motherfucker with his hand in his air eating 2 punches to the face. They don't care, bro. Like,
then you do the Tony Harrison when he did that against Jamel.
And that shit got him knocked the fuck out. Like, it's just like you're ruining it. But I honestly think that Zhang has gotten caught up. It's the Kool-Aid. Another thing, the Kool-Aid, bro. He got caught up in the American audience loving the fact that he knocks people out, bro. Like, he knocks out Joe Joyce. And the second time, he made that shit look like a fucking movie, boy. He knocked him out better than the first time. You know what I mean? Like, the first time he knocked him out, it was more like a TKO, you know. Like, Joe was still there, but like his team was like, nah, we're not doing that. Yeah. This time, Joe didn't have a choice. You know what I mean? In the matter. So going in the fight, I'm looking at the promo and shit. You know, Zhang is like, he just seems coming off really cocky, bro. Very, very arrogant.
Oh, 100%.
Like, clean as daylight. And like, bro, I'm the
you
best
saw it in the
thing
ring.
in the world.
You saw it in the ring. He was doing a little shimmy, little jig when he knocked him down the first time. It's like, dude.
Hold on. Let me jump in quickly, yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
You see Joe Joyce, yeah. He scored the juggernaut.
You've got AB on Joe Joyce's favorite topic.
No, but he scored the juggernaut. His skull is thicker than everyone else's, yeah.
Yeah.
And you got that guy sleeping.
Yeah.
No matter who you are, you're gonna fall in love with your power.
Yeah, for sure.
You're gonna think, no matter who I'm in that ring with,
for sure.
As long as I hit him once, he's down. Even that first knockdown, bro, that was like a jab with the backhand. He didn't actually put no weight on it. It was so
nasty, bro.
And he was on the floor. So he's
still
thinking,
made a sound.
Eventually, I'm gonna get this guy, innit? Like, all I've got to do is just a little tap, and he's gonna be on the floor. But the only problem is he didn't actually get that chance to put him out like that. But I think it's just natural for someone like that to fall in love with his power and just think it's not going to take a lot. He's hitting me 20 times, it don't hurt. I tapped it once, and he's sleeping. So
literally,
I think that's what it was,
bro. In my head, I'm like, how do you not tell that you've only hit this man twice, and he's hit you like 8 times in the span of like 2 seconds, like five. You know what I mean? Like, well, what are you doing? Like, how can you not tell that? The speed differentials in the combat. I mean, in the combos and the punch dexterity from Joe Parker was crazy, bro. And you know, the way Zhang was thinking too was probably like this, because you know, look at history. Joe Parker got stopped by Joe Joyce. So in his head, he's like, boy, I stopped the dude who destroyed you, KO'd you. Like, you ain't got nothing for me. And that's how he carried
beat Joe Parker pretty badly. Like that wasn't even like that close of a fight. Like, he stopped him.
And then Joe Parker said, I'm growing a beard. And the beard added +2 to his armor. And then from there, it was up, boy. Bearded Joe Parker, the giant slayer. He fought 2 giants and slayed them. He systematically slayed them, though. It wasn't even like I come in and chop your head off. He came in, cut a leg off, dipped off. Came back, cut an arm off, dipped off. Came back. That's how he did that, man. Props to him, man. Y'all
props to Andy Lee as well. Props to his coach.
Another good coach. But like people who want to say, oh, he got those two knockdowns, he should have won the fight, brother. In my Habib voice, brother. Knockdowns win rounds. You should remember it because it rhymes. Okay, they do not win fights. Okay, they don't. It's scored round by round. So no matter how you slice it, he was only going to win those rounds with that knockdown. Now, say in those exchanges in between, Joseph Parker wasn't fighting like how he was fighting. Now you got room to talk about how heavy the knockdown weighs. But in a fight like that, where it's pretty clear that a guy is taking majority of the rounds, that's how you get a majority decision. See how that works? Not all judging is fucked. Some of it is fucked. Don't get me wrong. It's got people trained and got them thinking this way. But let's watch it. Go back and watch the fight. Look what they actually did in the fight. But that's
a majority decision is probably fair. Like you could maybe see how it could be a draw, but
yeah,
I mean, yeah, they gave it to the right guy.
Yeah,
thankfully
agreed.
For once.
Yeah, like I said, it's probably the perfect decision. Like you can see it as a draw, but more likely a Joe Parker win, and so a majority decision, he gets it pretty much straight up and down. But yeah, what do you think he can possibly do next? Would you like to see a rematch against Joshua? In the meantime, we'll wait for Fury Usyk.
Ooh, I know you asking these good questions, bro.
I'm getting ready today, bro.
Listen, I'm with it because I mean it's risky though because he could lose. AJ could definitely lose. And yeah, maybe not. You know why? Because how I'm drawing up in my head, I feel like Fury will win. And if Fury wins and Joseph Parker wins, that's not going to be. They will fight each other, but that shit ain't going to be. But
Fury's
gonna hug each other after that.
Fury's got a history of fighting his friends. And you know, Derek Chisora and who else?
He's sold. Damn it. I love you, Chisora. I love you, Derek.
I love you. I love you, Mike. UFC reference.
Yeah.
I love you.
Yoel.
You guys know. To be honest, I was thinking about it today. I think Joseph Parker's best chance at a heavyweight title would be against Usyk. I think that would be his best chance to pick up a title. I don't think he can beat Fury. Beating AJ is tough. Right. That's a tough fight for him. I think his best chance is against Usyk. Stylistically.
I think that's a good. I didn't even think about that matchup, but that is a great matchup, and I agree. So he punching the Usyk ticket, man. He want that jump. He want that jump to cash. He want that to cash for sure.
No, you're right. You know what? I've never even thought of that matchup. But you're right. Stylistically wise,
yeah, it would work great for him.
That is his best shot.
Mm-hmm.
Similar height, similar build.
Yep.
Younger. He's younger now.
Younger. Yeah. He's definitely gonna have more power too. Them shots Parker throw hit. They hurt, man.
Look at Parker actually not that he's the heaviest heavyweight hitter, but he hits. Usyk don't hit like that.
No.
And Parker's got a chin. And not only has he got a chin, he's elusive, so he could cause him a lot of problems.
He'll back himself in the ring dealing with his power if he can deal with Wilder, Joshua, Zhang. He won't be worried about that shit.
Yeah, no, yeah. He's gonna come forward on him, and it's gonna make Usyk very uncomfortable. He's not gonna.
Yeah, I mean, his performance against Andy Ruiz to win the WBO was very like people said, "Oh, that was a robbery, whatever." But you go back and watch that fight, and he did beat him.
He beat him,
and that was, you know, two guys with fast hands, young, good boxers, and he came out on top. And that's at 24, 25. So that's what I see for him. I think if he wants to win a title, but like, you know, he's got a hell of a CV, as we were saying before. Like, if he retired now, we can look back and tell our kids about Joseph Parker and go, yo, that guy fought everyone. You know, I remember him, and that's a hell of a career.
I think it's like you said,
He did fight everyone.
other than Fury, he's fought pretty much every champion and contender other than Usyk as well.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm looking at his resume right now.
What have we got?
Takum. He fought Takum, Ruiz, Hugh Fury.
When did he fight Takum?
He fought
Takum right before Ruiz.
He fought him in 2016. He fought Alexander Dermachekov. Forgot about that guy. I don't know if y'all remember him, but
yeah.
He was fighting till like the age of 90. He was just always around, didn't it?
Yep. He fought Joshua White, Chisora twice, Joyce, Wilder, and Zhang, dude. He fought who's who. Literally fought a who's who.
Yeah, literally. In 20 years' time, if you want to know who are the heavyweights of this era, you literally go, Joseph Parker, who did he fight? And that's literally the who's who, pretty much.
Literally, the only person he really hasn't fought is Usyk at this point. That's it.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Like.
No, respect.
Yeah.
And to do it all by not even being 35 years old.
Yeah. Not even 33, dude. Like, not even 33 years old.
And pretty much, other than I'm not sure about the last one, but all the guys you mentioned, he's pretty much been the B-side every single time.
Yeah, he only lost to White, Joshua, and Joyce.
And he did fight Fury, but he fought Huey.
Yeah, he fought Huey.
Oh, yeah.
He fought, yeah.
That was one of the fucking worst fights I've ever seen.
Oh, horrible.
Yeah, he got a majority decision.
To be fair,
and that was in Manchester, I think.
It was a bit of a... I don't know. I think that might have been his worst performance of his career, to be honest with you. He got away with one there. Let's just put it like that.
Yeah.
All right. So we've given our flowers to Joseph Parker. And now we have to give... I don't know what we're going to call it, but Ryan Garcia... Somebody take that man's phone.
Get him some help.
Break his phone right now. Smash his phone right now.
Can you pull up the Michael Jordan? Stop it. Get some help.
Get some help. I'm about to put a bounty on his phone. The first person to smash that junk gets it.
All right.
Jesus fucking Christ. What do you think?
Does anyone know the original point of what happened? Did he just... I saw the thing of him and Andrew Tate on Spaces or whatever it's called, talking about Bohemian Grove. Is that the original where it started, where the meltdown began?
Bro, I think it was before this. I'm not sure.
Bro.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be real. I just feel like the trash talk, because he started out the gate with the Devin John was announced. Literally, they show a video of him and Devin doing a face-off. He's dressed like Blade. He got the leather jacket on and shit. He walk up in that motherfucker. Yeah. He pushes him. He literally pushes him. And then when Devin get real, he runs away. And he's like, nah, I ain't run away. You seen that? You seen it? So from then, I think it was pretty much cooked from then on. That was their first interaction after the fight was announced. But I don't know what the is going on, man. Like,
did he have the Wesley Snipes shades on as well?
He didn't have this. That was what was missing. That's literally all that was missing. He had the leather black on, the black under hair, the black pants. I mean, I thought he had a katana on his back. This boy looked crazy, bro. Like, I mean, he looked fresh. Don't get me wrong, but he just came in there with so much energy, man. I don't know, man. Now it's just, I feel like it just escalated away from that, though. Like, it was about the fight. I'm going to be real with you guys. I don't think the fight's going to happen. I hope the fight happens.
I agree with you.
I don't think the fight's going to happen, bro. I'm not even really seeing training. I'm seeing bits and pieces. Like, you normally don't see people's training anyway because they don't want to show too much, but I'm not even seeing that being promoted upon. Like, I'm not even seeing them, like, hitting shit and being like, yeah, I'm about to destroy you, April, whatever. Like, you know what I mean? Even a little bit.
It's like normally, at least the sparring partners will post pictures on their Instagram tagging you and something like that.
Yeah, and it's like I ain't seeing shit. I'm hearing and seeing him do something crazy every day. You know what I mean?
But what do you guys think of the? I personally don't agree with it, but I want to get your takes. Do you think that he's promoting the fight? This is all part of promoting the fight, or is it just like that's just a way to mask obvious mental health issues?
You can go first, AB, because that's what I think it is.
Do you know what it is, yeah? This brother, whilst he was fighting taxi drivers selling out weird arenas. Where no, genuinely, I remember watching. There was like,
Genuinely, AB got a taxi ride from him the other day when he passed opponents. They talked about it. They broke the fight down.
you guys remember when he used to like headline Golden Boy cards on Facebook
Yeah.
Live with Linares, and no disrespect, genuinely they were like 14-year-old girls ringside and like in the arena, like on camera, like there, yeah. Going from that, yeah. If he did it then, fair enough, yeah. But now he's got people like LeBron James posting him on his story. He's on the LOL network with Kevin Hart. You want to promote your fight? Go on. What's
Yeah,
that called as
it ain't
Bulls?
about
Yeah,
promotion.
it's Kevin Hart. Yeah?
Yeah.
Don't say that you got raped when you was 2. That they tied you up and made you watch the little kids getting raped. That's not promoting a fight, bro. That's just a different category. That's just I don't know.
That's just.
I don't think anyone's gonna see that. I think who's he boxing next month? Let me go watch that. That's not how life works, isn't it? So I would not say that's promoting the fight.
I agree, man. It ain't promoting the fight. The motherfucker got like 12 bazillion followers on IG. He don't gotta do this to promote the fight, bro. It ain't promotion. It's definitely mental illness, man. Look, literally didn't like what a year or 2 years ago, didn't he say he was taking a break from fighting literally because he said he was having
mental health.
Yeah, because he was having some issues. And I'm not clowning or nothing. I'm just saying look at the facts. It's already presented to you. So like, and what did I say? Go check the tapes, old Purist joint from before when we was talking about him versus Gervonta. I said losing to Gervonta Davis, because I knew he was going to lose, is going to do one or two things to his career. He's either going to lose, take the L, and come back stronger and ascend to a new level, or it is going to ruin his career, bro. And I think mentally it's done that. Bro, he built his whole first half of his career on another man, trying to beat one man his whole career. His whole first half of the career. Yeah, I like knocking out these people's cool, but where Tank Davis at? He finally gets there. But I can't remember if he took that break. I think he took the break, the mental health break before that. So
it was after the Luke Campbell fight.
Exactly. So let that set in. He already having issues with the limelight and just the whole everything and just life before the biggest fight of his entire life. Then he goes to fight the biggest fight of his entire life. And he complains about it. He's talking about the rehydration, all of this shit that's been sprinkled on. He's a coward. Whether it was there or not, I don't care. It's you wanted to fight.
He signed the contract.
Yeah, you cried, screamed, scratched, clawed for them to get your attention for this fight. So you're gonna take the fight. You know what I mean? Took the fight, gets humiliated. All right, I'm gonna keep it a bean. Gets humiliated, bro. It wasn't even from the body shot to me. It was from when he was throwing the same left hand and this man cracks him one good time. It was done. That's humiliating. That your best punch that he said in the press wasn't going to work did not work. You know what I mean? So after all of this stuff's happening to you and you going to go, you fight Oscar Dorade in that chat shit to me did anything but expose less of your skill to me, because some of the shit you were doing in that fight, like turning your back to him and all this shit. I just feel like the words, the writing on the wall was already there. It was already accumulating. It was trickling over time. It was in our face. And now we need to just pray that he gonna get some good people in his circle. Because I also feel like he just probably doesn't have good people around him. And maybe he does, but somebody not telling him what he needs to hear.
Where are his fucking parents? Like, that's what
I don't know.
Like,
it was so deep in his career in the beginning, so I don't know what the fuck is going. This nigga whole family was in his career. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what? I never see somebody who has their family and career so like left. Like,
you're right, because before he used to always do videos with his little brother
all the time.
I think his dad was his coach for the vast majority. And
his dad's always active on Instagram. He's always posting. His mum as well. Like they're always fucking posting stuff. Where are they at for this? Like why they're not? You know, this is still your son. He's still a young kid. He's 24, 25. Like
25, I think. Young.
He's like
that's crazy. I never
Ryan.
That's actually crazy.
I'm worried for him, bro. Like before, you know, I used to view Ryan Garcia as a guy got a lot of spunk. You know, young blood trying to get into this joint. But now I feel like he's with dealing with a lot of Golden Boy and just people. I felt like he's felt a lot of what the real life is. And I don't know how well he's holding up to that realization. You know what I'm saying? And it's showing in his personality and all of this stuff. And it's just like, I want him to just be able to get his mind right first and foremost before all this boxing shit, you know?
Do you think we're seeing something that now with like social media and stuff probably happened before, like you know, Oscar De La Hoya and the whole fishnets stuff, and you know, Mike Tyson's breakdowns and all that, like, you know, that kind of stuff maybe was happening, but we just didn't see it. But now we're getting like a full-on 360 view of, you know, if a fighter's having mental health problems, you're gonna see the mental health problems. Like, and so it's not really a unique thing, but it's kind of scary because you see it all live and you're like, whoa, this is concerning.
Yeah, to me, he looked like he's self-destructing. That's what I see when I see this type of stuff. And like I said, there's no shame. I'm not trying to spare no shame or no nothing to him or nothing like that. It's just what I see, man. Like, people are laughing at it. And like in the beginning, it was funny. It was funny in the beginning when he was saying stuff like, even though it was still bad, but it was funny when he was saying stuff like, oh, you know, I just smoke weed and drink and I'm the best. Like, okay, that's kind of funny. You know, it's not right because you're a fighter and you are different standards than normal civilians. But then now it's just getting like, this is the self-destructing part. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you talking and speaking on stuff it's just not making sense, you know?
Do you guys remember, random thought, just random thought. Do you remember when he got interviewed and they asked him about sparring Glowman? He says, yeah, I took it to him. I beat him up.
Cap. Stop the cap, right?
I do remember that.
Oh my God. But what actually point was, this guy, again, during his come up, he was always an advocate for mental health, and he'd always like once a month, once every so often, he'd drop a post saying, I deal with anxiety, I can't remember the other stuff, but I deal with this. So if you deal with it, just message me. My DMs are always open. If you come into boxing with anxiety and end up fighting in front of 20,000-30,000 people who are all laughing and cheering when you get knocked out, but that's gonna mess you up mentally, man. Because even the strongest of people, when they take a loss and they see all the messages, the comments, they start to break. If you're already fragile going into it, the result is what I think we're seeing right now in him going in this way. And I think those people,
it'll do one or two things. It'll either break you or it will make you.
Yeah,
that's it.
And I think the people who are saying that he's doing it for promotion, I think they're saying that because they don't want to believe that this guy's actually like going insane. If that makes sense, they just don't want it to be just
They're in denial. They're in denial.
Yep.
So yeah,
sad, man, because he is a talent. Boy is a talent, man. You know, it's sad to see it, but above all that, he is a person. You know what I'm saying? Like, he is a human being.
Like, we got to have empathy. You know,
yeah,
but
man.
I think personally, I don't to switch it to Devin, but imagine being him in this situation. You're like, I don't really want to fight this guy. Like, he's not well. Like, you know what I mean? Like, imagine you're seeing this shit, and like, he's probably like in camp, right? Like, he's deep in camp. He's sparring.
I've seen him training. I've been seeing him hit the bag and shit. You know,
he's a pro. He's a fucking professional. But imagine seeing this. You're like, and you know that Devin's on his phone. Like, he's another kid. Like, he's young. He's he's active on socials. Like, what does that do to your motivation? Like, this guy is not in a good state of mind to fight. I don't want to fight him.
Yeah. But knowing them, they're probably texting each other and calling each other. I know those boxers be doing it. There must be. They definitely have each other.
Saying? He's like, dude, what the fuck's going on? Like,
probably. You know, Devin probably thinking like, nothing I'm about to do for this boy is going to help him in his journey right now. Like, nothing.
So, are you guys still picking Ryan to win this fight?
Listen. Without the mental stuff, I was never picking Ryan to beat Devin. Shit.
even in the best state of mind,
I'm saying
tough.
That they're not 3-3 as amateurs.
Yeah, I know, but this ain't amateurs. This ain't Walking Dead, and I ain't Clementine. All right, like that don't mean shit right now. Okay, because look at the levels. You can already see how different they are as fighters. I mean, look at the comp and look at just their performances. Completely different. Like,
And amateurs suit Garcia more. He's a 3-round fighter, for honest. He's sharp and strong at the beginning, but afterwards there's no adjustments, nothing really changes, and other people can just grow into it. So do you think Devin could stop him, or should he even try to stop him?
I think he could stop him. I think he could get a knockdown like how he did against Regis, because people weren't expecting that. And I think
it definitely wasn't.
Y'all gotta remember, man. I actually won money off of that. Won money off.
What'd you have? What'd you put?
I just had that there would be a knockdown in that fight.
Just a knockdown for anyone.
But you know why? You know why I thought that? Because I thought Devin was gonna get knocked down.
So
I looked at my phone. I looked at my phone. I
thought,
said, "What the fuck?
I'll take it.
I'll take that shit." Yeah, it was like $140. Hell yeah, I'll take that one. But I do think that Devin could knock Ryan down, just because like Devin's also a big boy. I think he has like been adjusting well to the size increase, and he will. Let's be real. He's not gonna finish career at 140. He's gonna have to go up again. The boy is big. He's a big boy, and I think that at some point you get into that range where if you can throw a punch real precise, which he does, and you got that weight behind it, you catch people off guard like how he did Regis. I honestly feel like too that he could get some stops if he actually tried for stops more, but that's just also not his style. You know what I mean? Like that's just not that's not how Bill Haney do that over there. You know what I mean? Dev, stop. Dev, stop.
Great.
Stop. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? That's not how they do it over there. So, but
does he actually coach him? Does he actually coach him, or is he kind of like a consultant? Kind of comes in and out
in that corner, and he's consulting him, and he's usually speaking most of the time in that corner. I don't know if he's the coach though. I don't know.
He does love to speak,
but
he's a good speaker.
You're gonna let him. You're gonna hear him.
Sometimes you need it though, because Haney's not the best talker, innit? So I remember. Always say Angel Garcia and Danny Garcia, bro. You need it.
He's the GOAT. That's the GOAT.
Like, Danny Garcia couldn't talk that well, but Angel Garcia, he carried it. He carried it.
What was that thing he called himself? The Birdman guy. Every fucking video on Instagram. This guy's such
God, bro.
He's the funniest. Is actually too
funny. He's the trailblazer. He's the pioneer of like shit talking dads. I think he started it. Everyone else followed it.
Yeah, you're right. He definitely was. But yeah, Devin Haney's dad. Keep doing your thing. Try to get your son some knockouts. Ryan Garcia's dad, talk to your son, man. Damn.
Please get it. As you guys were saying, get his phone, put it in a little safe. You know.
Yeah. No. Just smash it. That's the only way. That's the only way. You just gotta smash that shit. Then it's gone forever.
You're not touching this shit till after the fight. Go read a book. Go for a walk.
God. All right. Let's move on to the next topic. Saudi Arabia. His what did they call him? They call himself not His Majesty, His Excellency. Yeah, Eddie Hearn and Frank Warren call another man His Excellency, bro.
He paid him the right amount of money. They'll probably call him fucking mum. Right, for the right amount of money. My mother, my beautiful mother, Turkey Al Sheikh. Fuck.
No, facts, but yeah. So he's come in. I remember he did an interview. I didn't watch the whole interview, but
with Ade, with what's his name? The Zone guy. Ade.
Is that the one where he said that he will never do the influencer boxing because it's meaningless and it's not real? Yeah, that interview there. So he's come in and said, I'm not going to do influencer boxing because that don't mean nothing. I don't want these guys pulling out of fights because that's bad for business. Yeah, clearly directing it towards someone with a bad eye. Let's just put it that way. And he picks matchups. He is a boxing fan. Let's just put it that way. It's literally, you get a boxing fan, right? You tell him, you can pay all these fighters to fight each other. And he does it. Simple as that. Joshua versus Wilder. I remember the Zone, they were like, you can get 100 million for 3 fights. Didn't happen. Saudi money came in and said, Wilder Fury, you look, take a little warm up and then you're going to fight each other. Yeah, it didn't work out. But the contracts were signed, everything was ready. Yeah. The only reason this has worked is because of how corrupt boxing is. As you said,
There you go.
came in, told Eddie Hearn and Frank Warren, "Here's all the money. Call me Your Excellency and take your fights to my country." And they just done it. Literally, the only sport in the world. Yeah, it's like if you look at football, yeah, the Saudis they're paying stupid money for a lot of players, but they can only get older players, players who aren't in great teams, but no one with like competitive drive, right? They can't just bring all the best players in the world to their league. The best boxers in the world fight in Saudi Arabia. If you've been fighting in Saudi Arabia, you've been doing something wrong in boxing. And
It's a much easier sport to crack than football because as you said, it's so fucking corrupt, and you just got to convince management, the promoters, that it's worth the money, which it usually is. Like, look how many years we've been waiting for Bivol Beterbiev
no,
to happen.
I forgot about that.
And this motherfucker comes along, he's like, "Yep, this is happening. Cool. See you in June. You good? Yeah, beat Callum Smith. Cool. You beat Lyndon. Nice. See you in June."
Throw him the bag. Throw him the bag. It's concealed. Crazy.
Do you think a lot of it's mostly like the British boxing scene that's mostly come? Do you think a lot of like the American fighters and the American promoters are also gonna come?
Oh yeah, for sure. Look,
how do you see it playing out?
Look, they already we were talking about it before the pod. They already the MMA has already been getting some shows out there in Saudi. I think PFL just got one, and PFL not
the
even
crossover with Bellator.
Yeah, and they ain't even the top MMA company in America, and they got over there. So of course bro. And the crazy thing is, like, the UFC actually can employ Saudi fighters and like people from that region of the country. All they need is one star and put that over there, bro. Yeah. They might even try to put Islam Makhachev over there. He's not,
Middle Eastern,
Saudi, but he's Muslim, and he's loved in the UAE, and there's a rivalry between the UAE and Saudi. So they would pay to have him go there just to see him lose. You know what I'm saying? Like, but you gotta look at those small, intricate things. Like, you know what I mean? Like, hell yeah, bro. Dana White likes money. Okay, he likes money, and Saudi gives money. It's a simple math equation. So if he's one promoter and MMA don't even make a fraction of what boxing make, literally a guy just went to be a boxer for a day for the money, literally for the money. Like, if they got people doing that, those promoters are going to get on that. They just haven't
100%.
found the right idea to make it make sense yet. But believe me, it's coming soon. That's why I project, like, last year was a great year for boxing. Great year for boxing. One of the best in the past, like, 5, easily, right?
100%.
This year might even be better than last year. It might even be better with the fights that have already been slated. You know what I mean? And this is the beginning of the first half of the year. It ain't even the fall and all that shit. This is for the summer.
Literally, the first 6 months.
We got unifications. We got Fury fighting. We had AJ fighting already. We got supposedly Haney fighting. Like, what? This never happens.
A question for both of you. And I remember, AB, we talked about this back when we were doing the pod in person. But the Saudis hadn't arrived on the scene then. But the UFC equivalent of boxing being so hard to actually pull off because of all the managers, promoters, other side of the street, all that shit. Do you think we'll be able to see it now with His Excellency Turki Al-Sheikh? Can he come in and pull a Dana White and just be like, fuck this? You're not pulling out of, we're doing good undercards. Like that AJ Wallin undercard was fucking crazy. That was the first time, guys, I've been watching boxing since 2017. That's the first time that I tuned in from the beginning of the undercard to the end. How often do you do that as a boxing fan?
Nobody watches that.
Yeah. No, nobody.
Facts. Nobody watches it.
That could become a regular thing. Like, that can be done. Like, that's my question. Will it happen?
I think so. Money, baby. If you could throw that bag. Listen, they already bending over backwards and doing heels and fucking going fetch right now. And I feel like he ain't even really showed a whole bag of goodies yet. You know what I'm saying?
It's the beginning. He's just opened the case a little bit. You just see a
he
little,
did the
the
Salt
little
Bay.
shine.
He did the Salt Bay little sprinkles on the jump, bro, of cash, wads of cash. Like, you know what I'm saying?
But bro, say for example, yeah, he like say Beterbiev Bivol, unification, undisputed. He can say once you lot win undisputed in Saudi, I'll give you the Riyadh season. That's what they call it. I'll give you the Riyadh season belt. No commission, just wear it. But we know you're the guy. You still got the lineal belt and you got the Riyadh season belt. You're the guy now. Yeah. Do that for the winner of Usyk versus Fury. If you've got all the best guys actually fighting, and you literally have the undisputed champions, and you say, "Look, these are the undisputed champions. This symbolizes it." That's the foundation set. So if they really wanted to, I think they could, but I don't know if they've got that kind of interest.
Do you know what I would do? This might sound like a fucking kooky idea, but if I was him, if I was in his brain for a week, what I would do is I would call up all the sanctioning bodies, and I would say, "Listen, Mauricio Gutierrez, whatever the fuck your name is, I'm gonna buy out the commission. I'm gonna buy out your sanctioning body. I'm gonna pay for it. You just buy them all. Buy WBC, buy WBO, buy the IBF, and WBA. They would sell.
No, facts. They're
those
non-profit
guys love money. What else do they do other than collect checks?
Truth.
Buy them and then say, right, everyone, boxing world, I'm unifying all these useless fucking sanctioning bodies into one thing. That's it.
God.
This is the belt. That's all you fight for. You have this and you have an interim. That's it.
But
that would be
amazing. The reason I think they don't do it, yeah.
Yeah, okay. So you got to bring it back down to earth. I'm chatting shit. It is a dream.
In an ideal world, that's what happens. But what they're thinking is, this week we have, let's just say it was a few years ago, yeah. Danny Garcia versus Sean Porter for the WBC Welterweight Championship. Then the next week, Errol Spence versus Lamont Peterson for the World Championship again of welterweight. It's like if you can put that world title on it, I think they don't want to give that up so easily. And that's the only reason I think the belts are still around, because it makes so much sense to unify them. But people are thinking, yo, if I can sell more world title fights, I can make more money.
Yeah, but if you can counter that by having what the UFC have, which is just really competitive fights often and good undercards that people are going to tune in for the whole thing.
Yeah, because the UFC is opposite. Boy, I watch the undercards pretty heavily. Sometimes the undercards be better than the damn main event, the main card. For real.
But then again, they be paying them prelims. They get pennies though.
Yeah, I'm shocked. That's why they keep coming over here, the boxing.
Yeah.
Trying to get a piece of the pie. I can't blame
Francis.
Yeah, I hear people being like, I have no doubt that man wanted to be great. I have no doubt. But he is being great. He ain't never said he wanted to be a great boxer, okay? He came over here for the check. Y'all but I had an argument with this dude about it today. I'm like, brother, in my Khabib voice, brother, listen. Brother, listen. He came over for the check. And there's nothing wrong with that when I say that. But you came over for the check, man.
To be fair, I do think he did both, because you can tell even when he fights in the UFC, you can tell he is a boxer who had to learn the other stuff just to be able to compete, if that makes sense. Because he's not exactly a black belt in BJJ, is he? Like his ground game ain't the best.
No, man, he was known for hitting people with them damn soup bowls. That's what he did.
Well, the funniest fight is when he fought this this kickboxer dude. And he knocks him out in the first round. Yeah, you see, bro. That's the fucking funniest thing ever. He hawked him
down and literally used no technique. None. They look like two wild animals fighting in the forest, boy. Look like two bears fighting over a piece of salmon. That shit was crazy. It looked like nature's course in that motherfucker, boy. That shit was amazing.
The commentator, like DC, is just like, I don't know what to say. Like, nothing technical happened there.
Yo, it's just like, and props to Joshua too. Just one last thing on that. He knocked him out, bro. He ain't never hit the ground canvas in a sport where he could get kicked in the face. He ain't never been rocked ever. He never even looked like he was ever going to be rocked, ever.
And he had him doing AJ had him doing the Curtis Stevens against Triple G face.
That boy was blowing bubbles. That boy was blowing bubbles down there. He said,
You see the fight you lot talking about? Is that the one where there's the slow-mo clip of him basically like windmilling and going from missing like 4 or 5
with the classical music in the background, like
clocks him with one and he's gone. Yeah.
Boy, that fight was so great. Oh my god,
hilarious!
It was so good. Good in the sense of it was funny.
Not if you're Rosenstrike. No. What happened? Don't worry about it.
I want to give a quick shout out. Yeah, shout out to Dan Catino. He used to be our big. Did I say his name wrong? Innit?
No, you said his name perfectly.
No, but shout out to him. He used to be the super producer behind the scenes, and the number
Mr. Producer.
You know, before we ever spoke about boxing, the main number one thing, yeah, he's a Chelsea fan, and he used to always cuss out Giacomo about Arsenal. And I spoke to these boys for a while, but I know he's crying these days.
How the tables have turned.
The tables have turned different, yeah.
Those 2020 pandemic Arsenal days are over.
You guys top of the league now, isn't it?
Yeah, but I say you guys are actually good now. I know a little bit of my jibber jabber of the football game from over here. Yeah,
the soccer.
Yeah, nah. I ain't gonna disrespect that shit by calling it that. I'm actually a smart. I like to consider myself a smart American, but you know, I ain't gonna do that. I ain't gonna sully that good sports name. Cause see, I'm also Jamaican. So my father, he wouldn't appreciate that shit. You know what I'm saying? He'd whip my ass if he heard me saying it like that.
Proper.
Also, quick question. Because you mentioned COVID, you know when the UFC were doing the COVID fights, was that in Middle East?
I think they did shows in Abu Dhabi. I think that's where they did it.
In a
Fight
bubble.
Island.
They made it was called Fight Island. They made a whole bubble and shit where they could go and do shit there. Crazy times, man. Crazy times to be a fight fan, to watch MMA.
I think wasn't boxing the first sport that came back during COVID?
All those combat sports, boxing and MMA it's almost like they didn't stop. For real.
Shakur was the first fight back, no?
Yeah, he was actually. Yeah,
I think so.
And they said never again. We're not sure anymore. What do you guys think of that? Is he really retired?
No.
Who's that?
Shakur, you don't see he retired?
Yeah, he said he was that was a frustration.
He just said, fuck all that.
That was frustration. That was a frustration fucking retirement. He did literally what Tio did a couple months ago. Like a couple months before that. Tio was like, I'm retiring. Like
it's like,
well, no one wants to fight him though. What's he meant to do?
Yeah, I know, but bro, you watched that last fight.
He should have took that Devin fight. Look, here's my thing. In the time, if Devin offered him that little bit of money or whatever, he should have took it. And I say that because at that time, Devin was a bigger star than him. And in boxing, I always feel like you got to bet on yourself. If you know you're better than somebody, go out there and beat them. Floyd Mayweather said it the most when he fought Oscar De La Hoya. He said, after that day, I was never the B-side again. Sometimes you got to do that shit. And that was his opportunity to do it right there.
He didn't.
Bro. And it's funny because Devin knows what he's doing. He literally did it like that because he knew he wasn't going to take the fight. It's like you lowballed him on purpose. So we get that. But it's like you kind of driving the driver's seat because up until that point, and even now, look, he's got even more credibility and fame than you. So it's like hindsight. You should have just took the fucking fight if you knew you were better than him, because then you would be in the position that he's in right now. But you're not. Now look at what the fuck you're doing. You're crying on the internet and shit.
I love to fight you.
And nobody wants to fight you. Of course they're not going to want to fight you, especially after what you just did too. Who gonna want to do that? You're not even putting up numbers now. See, before you had a good draw, but that draw is dwindling because of the performances. And everyone else in your class, they're performing and it's good. Like T.O. performing good. Devin performing good. It's their fame can eclipse you and you can be forgotten that way. You know what I mean? I'm not saying he is. I'm saying that if he doesn't do something about it, it will end up that way, man. Like, You
He'll be
know?
the modern day Rigondeaux, isn't it? That's what's gonna happen.
Oh my God, yeah. Everybody knows he's great, and he's just screaming in a corner somewhere. Like, I'm the best. I'm the best. And we're like, yeah, we know, Rigo, we know. And he's like, okay, I'm gonna prove it to you. I'm gonna go and take a fight against a guy that's crazy bigger than me, and I'm gonna beat the shit out of him. And it didn't work.
Now he's doing fucking he's gonna do bare knuckle.
What?
In a couple months. Yeah.
What?
Rigo's gonna make his BKFC debut.
Bro, I gotta Google this. Keep talking.
Yeah, no, I it might have been fake news or some shit, but I saw it on Boxing Scene.
Bro,
and I got a little sad.
Oh, he just came from that injury.
So what's he gonna do with bare knuckle?
Yeah, it ain't even like he got one punch stopping power. Like, bro,
that shit could work. The Cuban style, bare knuckle. You know, a little bit of movement.
Maybe only because of the feet, but I mean, you still gonna get hit eventually. Like,
who was it that beat up Paulie Malignaggi in bare knuckle?
Oh, McGregor's mate. What's his name?
Yeah,
Artem, little T-Rex arms.
Artem Lobov. That guy?
Yeah.
Paulie was talking so much shit. I'm gonna do this, do that boxing, and then he got fucked up.
When is he
not,
my God! When is he not?
That's some wild stories in boxing, isn't it, bro? There are some wild stories. But also, Erislan de Lara is back.
Huh?
Huh?
I just thought I heard a ghost right there. Huh?
I
love Lara.
He's fighting Michael Zarafa in a 12-rounder. He's been at the ring for 2 years, and he's fighting Zarafa in a 12-rounders. That is a good fight.
Yo, but he's also actually a champion. This is Lara. I'm pretty sure Lara's still champion. Hold up. Let me do my
what, like at 154?
I think so. Oh, not 154. Hold on. I think.
Oh, is he at middleweight now?
He's at middleweight. I think he's a 160 champion.
Are we going to acknowledge that this is the driest middleweight division of the last 10 years?
And that's why these belts got to go. Because who the fuck knew that? Who the fuck knew that Lara was a world champion in 2024? Who knew that? I just knew that a couple weeks ago. That's the only reason I know.
May 2022, bro.
Yeah.
Against Spike or fucking Sullivan.
Against who?
I thought he was Spike Sullivan. Remember Gary O'Sullivan?
Gary O'Sullivan.
Well, the guy that the Chris Eubank, the face-off, is like, you smell that? That's fear. Is that what? With
the funny mustache, isn't it? Yeah.
With the curly, the guy with the mustache, that fucking guy, dude.
No, that is wild, man.
It is wild, and he gonna win too.
I'm gonna say thank you to Your Excellency because he stops shit like this happening. Yeah,
bro, His Excellency needs to clean out 1/6, just grab them all like little school children and just drag them to Saudi Arabia. Say, right, that's it. You're all gonna fight.
No more of this shit, man.
That's it. Get fucking Erislan de Lara out of here. No.
Yo, how you go 2 years? No mandatory, no nothing. You know what? At this point,
and it's kind of crazy because like other motherfuckers, they be like, "Where your mandatory at? Where your mandatory at?" Like it seemed like they only give a fuck about the mandatories when we right in the middle of a unification. It's like, "Oh, boss, they about to unify." Nah, fuck that. Throw that mandatory on his ass. The fuck, Lara been over here chilling for 2 years with a belt. Ain't nobody give a fuck.
This Kazakhstani guy who's 10-0, no one's ever fucking heard of. He's your number one challenger. And it's like, dude, come on. What's his step aside fee? Nah, you don't want no step aside fee. You got to fight him. That's it.
I think even what they say with Errol Spence, he didn't have a mandatory for I don't know how long. And the week that Crawford got the belt, he had to drop it.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, man, they sit in a meeting and they like bring up the schedule of the most recent unifications. Okay. They looking at that shit. Nah, can't have that one. Put that one. Like, what?
Well, you know, they're just going on the fucking box.live rankings and they're just like going down people that they're like, yeah. That's the fucking driest, most unappealing fight to take. That's the number one challenger. Go.
Oh,
fuck that.
Any other topics you guys want to bring up?
One last thing. We got to talk about it. I'm sorry. I didn't want to sully this good platform's name with this shit. But everyone kept asking me my opinion on this, like in my everyday life. Jake Paul is boxing I know, look at his face.
You know what? Yeah.
He's boxing Mike Tyson in July, I think, or June.
The fact is, the reason I didn't even put on the list, it hasn't sunk in that it's actually happening. Like my brain can't process that this is real life.
I thought it was a punk. I thought it was a joke.
Fact.
That's what I thought. Then I saw Netflix release it as That's
You
what
saw
Mike
the
Tyson-
face off. They faced off too and everything. Early face off. Mike not even in shape in the face off. I'm gonna keep it be real. He not even in shape in the face off. Listen, I'm tired of hearing motherfuckers go, hey, I see it in the comments on the post that we drop, that Purist boxing drop, and it pissed me off. I wanted to get it at it there, but I said, you know what? I'm gonna wait. Motherfuckers watch the show. Listen, I'm tired of hearing motherfuckers say, hey man, you know, Tyson's still Tyson, man. You know, he hit him one good time. He is 58 years old. He old enough to be my goddamn daddy. Okay? Listen to me. He is Mike Tyson, but time beats everybody's ass. Go watch him fight Roy Jones Jr. That was only like, what, 3 years ago? Something like that. He looked terrible. Boy landed 7, even as far as an old motherfucker. He looked terrible, okay? I don't want to hear people talking about some, oh no, man, he looked all right in that Jones fight. Recency bias. Go watch it. You haven't seen it. You were caught up in the nostalgia because you missed Mike. We all missed Mike. Okay. But Mike can still be around boxing. He don't gotta be boxing. You understand what I'm saying? I'm tired of it.
Sad.
Bro, he's 27. Jake Paul the same age as me. Bro, your body is different. And on top of that, I'm not saying he, you know, this, that, and third, he can throw a punch, though. And that's all he really needs to be able to do against somebody who's old as shit. Look at when he fought Silva. Was he getting touched up by Silva? Yeah, some of those portions he was. But you know why he was able to drop him and still bathe through that? Because he has a little bit of boxing ability and he has youth. He has a mountain of youth, bro. Like, we're not talking, bro, the age gap ain't like a nigga that's like 30. And he's like 20. It's not 10 years of fucking gap. Like, this man's old enough to be a granddad, bro. Like his dad. Like,
that's 30 years, a 30-year age gap.
30 years, 3-decade difference. You know how much can
Like,
change
we can sit here all night and chat shit about Jake Paul and how much of a cunt he is.
Yeah.
That's fine. But what's Mike thinking taking this? Like, what, like,
yeah.
Other than the money, what's in it for him?
Yeah.
Does he need the money? Does he need money? What?
No, he can't need money. He makes, bro. His podcast one of the biggest podcasts in the world.
What the fuck?
One of the biggest weed in the world.
Yeah, man. Hemp lotions. He be out here making the hemp lotions, man.
Yeah, like surely he doesn't need bread. Like I can.
And it's got me thinking too. Is this a pro fight? Is this an exhibition? They haven't announced. It's like, because Jake Paul started talking about, I'm actually going to try to go up the rankings. And actually, you know, he said that, you know, then he fought like 2 cab drivers, like the right way he's supposed to do. He fought bums. You know what I mean? The right way. That's the right way. You fight the people coming up, then you start raising your stock. But it seemed like he almost was like, because he has dropped in ticket sales since he's been fighting the bums and not the people who are known. It seems like he's like, look, man, I need the money. Fuck, they worried about him needing the money. Yeah. I need the fucking money. Let me fight Tyson. Not really. I don't think so. Props to him because he really has been dedicating himself to being a boxer. Like, he's been training very daily. He be getting on a schedule. Like I said, his team seems like the last 2 people who fought were literally like your startup. You know, I'm trying to run the gauntlet. I'm starting small fighters. They were fighters who were like, you know, low level, but like they've had a bunch of fights. They know how to box. You know what I mean? So it's like, it seemed like he was making that trek, like, you know, fighting people, you know, because I mean, it seemed like he already kind of made that trek when he fought Tommy Fury, because in a sense, that's a similar kind of fight.
Yeah.
Novice people fighting each other, similar level people fighting each other. So it seemed like he was doing that. So to just come out of here and be like, yeah, I'm about to fight Mike Tyson now, it seemed like,
it's tough.
Damn, boy.
It's tough to go. What are you doing? It's tough to go from like fighting high profile people like, you know, Tyron Woodley, you know, Anderson Silva, these people, high profile people, Tommy Fury, as you said, like to then go cab drivers, and then what, you're going to go back to high profile people after, like,
it's weird.
You know, usually it's the other way around. You know, you start with the cab drivers, you move your way up. but he's kind of, yeah,
It makes no
gone a
sense.
very different. It doesn't make any sense.
It makes no sense.
But we'll see.
I just think, like the Roy Jones fight, apparently it was in the contract that Mike couldn't knock him out. So
Really?
we're gonna have to see what the terms and the headgear. Bro, CTE is real, bro. You can't have a 57-year-old man against a 27-year-old. Yeah,
So
you
wait.
can't just be out here
So
swinging.
wait.
They're not gonna be able to knock each other out.
Wait.
No chance. No way.
So because they said that he couldn't knock him out, he decided I'm not really throw punches at all.
No. He still didn't have. He didn't really have much in it.
Okay,
And
I'm
Roy
about to
Jones
say
even said,
because like
he said
what
the
was he
first
doing
punch,
in
he
there?
felt the wind and said, "I don't need none of that."
Bad joke.
This is going to be ridiculous. I can already just tell.
Are you guys gonna refuse to watch it? I refuse
No,
to
I'm
watch
watching
it.
it.
I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch it. I gotta watch this fucking train wreck somehow. You know, fuck it. In for a penny, in for a pound.
Jesus Christ!
But
This is what's
goddamn,
wrong
I'm
with
not
boxing,
gonna enjoy
guys.
it. I'm gonna have to take a shower after it for sure.
Wipe your eyes out straight afterwards.
That's some rough sex right there with somebody you didn't want to. Like you woke up in the bed, you was like, "Ooh, I did that. Damn, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Shit, I gotta go take a shower, man. Fuck that. Gotta get it off me."
regret.
Ah,
Oh
Well.
God. Oh, you know what? Oh.
It's sad. On that note, can we end on a happier note?
Anything else you want to talk about?
I got nothing that comes to mind now. Yeah, let's go through the comments.
There's one. Here we go. This one. Just shout him out. Cristiano Suhu. I think Fury beats Usyk. And since Parker's on a winning streak, I would like to see Fury versus Parker.
damn, you the first person I ever heard say that ever. Their end goal is for Fury and Parker. That's crazy. No, yeah, shouts out to you because I ain't never heard nobody say that.
But this one, Usyk v Richard Hutchinson. Usyk versus Fury will be a 2-match fight. Joshua should fight Parker 2, and also Joshua versus Zhang. Zhang just lost. I don't know. The thing is, though, because Zhang's got timing and he's got power.
Yeah, Joshua not fighting Zhang, dude. Fuck. No, dude. You want him to? Do you want him to get to the? I mean, he could beat him. He beat him before in the Olympics.
Oh yeah,
that's who he beat to win the gold. But this ain't the Olympics.
That was iffy, though. That was iffy.
And it was iffy, and this wasn't the Olympics.
Was that the gold? I thought the gold medal was against the Italian.
Nah.
Was it? Was it Zhang?
No, I think it was against Zhang because I think Zhang is a silver medalist. I think so. Let me Google. Let me check. 2 seconds.
I remember it being against the Italians. I remember watching it in Italy, and the Italians were fucking pissed.
Hey, a bar full of angry Italians. Yeah, it's long, bro.
Yeah, they were like, "There's no way he lost the fight." I might be wrong though. I might be reimagining it.
No, but
the
to be fair,
Italian
bit of controversy in a few of them.
Yeah.
In the Olympics? No, really. What?
Oh, Joshua actually dropped him in their fight. I don't think it was in the final, but he dropped him.
No, yeah. So you were right. AJ beat an Italian, and Zhang lost to this Italian.
Oh, okay. So maybe.
So this Italian guy, his name is Roberto Carmaliali. I can't pronounce his last name, but he won in Beijing the gold, beating Zhang, and then Zhang.
Oh shit.
And then he lost to AJ in 2012.
Oh.
That's what happened. And then AJ, he did fight Zhang, but he fought Zhang in the quarterfinals and beat him, not in the finals. So yeah, you were right. Dang, Zhang went to the Yeah, he has beaten him though. Zhang, he beat him. It says points. He beat him by 4 points. So it was close.
Damn.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't think that one's ever gonna happen.
Fuck no, man. Hell no. Come on, brother. Stop this. This nonsense talk. Stop this.
brother. Get the Khabib voice out. You need the Khabib soundtrack on the podcast. Brother.
Oh god, but yeah, that's about an hour and a half. A lot of topics we actually got through there.
It was the day back. We had to come back strong. Fuck it.
Yeah.
2 hours. Fuck it. No, I'm just kidding. We had to come like that. Yeah.
What's the time in the state? Where are you at in the States?
I'm in the US. I'm in Maryland. So it's 7:48. I'm on the east.
Okay. It's still kind of early.
Yeah.
You got time.
Oh yeah.
I'm trying not to fall asleep over here.
Yeah, y'all late. Y'all going to bed after this. I'm about to go eat some dinner. Y'all about to go to bed after this.
Yeah, B's got a screaming child to attend to at some point tonight.
Oh god, but yeah, on that note, I'm gonna go back to my duties.
Yeah.
It's been the Purist. You guys want to sign out?
Pleasure, guys. Thank you.
It's your boy Don Kuzan. Follow me, man, on IG. Don Kuzan. Don Don Kuzan. Kuzan. Don't put an O. You're gonna make me sad. Don't do that. Get at me, man. And as always, stay too sweet.
Kuzan, Giacomo, thank you.
I haven't got a cool sign out, but yeah, drop these guys a follow. They know boxing. Drop me a follow if you can find me. Maybe not. Peace.
Yeah. Thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. See you next time.